How you all doing? Well, we're going to do a video on the Super Nintendo Classic Mini, and I'm going to show you the system, the controller, and I'm going to tell you what I think about it overall, and if you should buy it. Here it is, the Super Nintendo Classic Mini, and this is a plug and play system. It doesn't take cartridges. If it did, it'd be great, but it doesn't. The eject button doesn't do anything. That's the reset button to reset the console, and there's a power switch, and that lights up red. So spot on. It looks exactly like the Super Nintendo. It feels very fairly sturdy quality. It doesn't feel cheap at all. So Nintendo did a fantastic job with this, and Nintendo themselves made this, So yeah, now the controllers don't plug in there, What happens is you pull this thing out. Hold on. When I get the thing out, the thing comes out. Oh, there it is. Right, so the thing comes out like that, and you plug in the two controllers. It comes with two Super Nintendo controllers, which is cool, and here's the controller there. Now it's a fully it's identical to the original Super Nintendo controller, and there's two of them, which is awesome, and it feels really fucking good, just like the original Super Nintendo controller, which is awesome. And it comes with two of these, which is awesome, And here's the end that plugs into the system, like that, with my clicking sound, Yeah, hold on. Yeah, goes in like that. Yeah, so the Super Nintendo Classic Mini, has the fucking the serial numbers and shit, So the back of it, it's HDMI, and it powers by USB. So you plug this end into your television or your Xbox One or PS4 to give it power, and it has a USB power supply, and the HDMI goes into your television, so which is awesome, so simple setup, and you're ready to go, So in terms of build quality and everything else, it's spot on. Nintendo took extreme care when making the Super Nintendo Classic Mini, and it comes with two controllers, see? So now I believe the Super Nintendo Classic Mini outputs in 720p, which is awesome. Or it could be 1080p. I'm not too sure about the resolution, but I think it's 720p. Now it comes with 21 games. Here's the box, 21 games, and I'm gonna tell you some of the games right now. Here's the back of it, So we'll just go over the games, right? Super Mario World, brilliant game, Donkey Kong Country, brilliant. F-Zero, brilliant. Secret of Mana. I never liked that myself, but that's my own personal opinion. I never liked it, but it is considered to be a great game, but I never liked it that much. Super Castlevania 4, fucking brilliant. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Sorry, I mean the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah. Ocarina of Time is on the N64. My mistake. Sorry about that. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, brilliant in my opinion. Earthbound. Now I never actually played that game, so I have no idea what it's like. Now I have played it on the Super Nintendo Classic Mini, but nothing really drew me in. I played it and I didn't find it that interesting. That's just my own personal opinion, you know. But people say it's great. But when I played it, I didn't find anything special about it. Nothing drew me in. Like, and I said, okay, fair enough. Contra 3, the Alien Wars, brilliant. You know, Super Punch Out, brilliant in my opinion. You know, Super Metroid. Now that's one of my favourite games on the Super Nintendo. Super Metroid is fucking brilliant. It just is. Final Fantasy 3. Now, I was never a big Final Fantasy fan. I just wasn't. I just never took to the series, you know. But it is a great game. I just never liked it personally. I just don't like it. You know what I mean? Sorry, like I prefer Resident Evil. I prefer Doom. You know, than Final Fantasy. You know, Super Mario Kart, fucking brilliant. Mega Man X. Now, to be honest with you, I never played much of Mega Man X. I played the original Mega Mans on the NES and but I never played Mega Man X. But I have played it on this, and it was good. But I just prefer the originals. You know what I mean? Kirby's Dream Course. I don't think I actually played that. You know what I mean? Even though it's on here, I can't tell you like if I like it or not. I hear it's a good game. Kirby Superstar again. I didn't play it. I mean, I should have, but like, didn't. I don't know. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. I never played that, and I haven't played it on this either. I should have, but I didn't. I just didn't want to. You know what I mean? Just didn't want to play it. I know it sounds stupid. I mean, I'm at the point a Super Nintendo Classic Mini, and I'm choosing not to play a few games. I just chose not to. You know what I mean? Street 42 Turbo, brilliant. You know, brilliant. Star Fox, brilliant. You know, fucking brilliant. And it has Star Fox 2, which was unreleased, I believe. And brilliant. You know what I mean? Now, there's two games missing out of this, in my opinion, that would have made it perfect. Killer Instinct and Doom. You know, if them two games had been on here, for me personally, it would have been a perfect package. You know, we would have chosen Doom and Killer Instinct. I would over the two Kirby games. That's just my own personal opinion. You know, but if Doom and Killer Instinct were on here, it'd be fucking brilliant. So what are my final thoughts on the Super Nintendo Classic Mini? Yeah, get it. Definitely, you know what I mean? If you want to fucking have an awesome plug-and-play system, which it is, it's very well made. You know, there's classic games on here. Like I said, the only two games that are missing, in my opinion, is Doom and Killer Instinct. Yeah. Now, I actually had to, now, for some reason, fucking Nintendo fucking released these at a limited quantity. Maybe to drive up demand. But I couldn't find this in Dublin. I live in Dublin and I couldn't find it anywhere. GameStop, fucking Argos, everywhere. Smith's Toy Stores. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I was taking a holiday in Galway and I found it in a CEX shop, which is CEX. I think they're in the States and everywhere. They sell second-hand games and DVDs and stuff. And I saw this in the window, and it was €250. And at the time, I was fucking hesitant about it, you know, because we checked eBay, we checked Amazon, and it was even double the price because there was such high demand. Thankfully, fucking Nintendo now have starting to restock these, you know. But at the time, $250. Yeah, I bought it for $250. Is it worth $250? No, I don't. That's just my own personal opinion. But I knew I wanted it because I love Nintendo. I love Nintendo. So yeah, that's it for the Super Nintendo Classic Mini. I would highly recommend it. The only thing is, if I had Doom, if I had Killer Instinct, then it'd be a perfect package, you know. So yeah, that's it for the Super Nintendo Classic Mini. I can't think of anything else to say about it. Would highly recommend it if you love the Super Nintendo. If you want an awesome plug and play system, then yeah, this is it. So yeah, that's it for the Super Nintendo Classic Mini. I would highly recommend it. You know, what's else to say? Wait a minute, I'm gonna do the NES Classic Mini because I have that as well. Like, you know, so I just dig it out. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just digging out the NES Classic Mini, you know. Yeah. Sorry about that. Wait. So. Wait. Wait. This is the Nintendo Classic Mini, you know. Brilliant, you know. I have to say, Lee, it's very awesome, you know. Well, so that's the sorry, that's the power button, and the red light comes on. That's the reset button, you know. And it doesn't open up or anything, so you can't put any cartridges or SD cards into it. It takes two controllers, something similar to the Super Nintendo Classic Mini. And again, like, authentic controllers. This is no Mickey Mouse stuff, like, you know. It was awesome, you know. And that's the end that plugs into the console, you know. And the thing is, right, when you're taking out the plug, there's these things on the other side. You press them down, and then it comes out, like, you know. Just to let you know, like, you know. So yeah, I mean, there it is, like, you know. And the NES Classic Mini only comes with one controller, you know. So like, build quality spot on, like, it doesn't feel cheap by any means. And same as the Super Nintendo Classic Mini, HDMI, 720p and USB power, so it tell you your Xbox or PC, whatever, you know. And it awesome. I mean, build quality is spot on, like, you know. And this is the box, like, you know. So it just comes with one controller, and this has 30 games instead of 21. So that's the trade-off. Sorry, sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. I mean, nature calls. Sorry about that. So like, yeah, 30 games, and yeah. If you want to play two-player games, you have to buy a separate controller. So, yeah, the game's towards you, you know. So, we'll just go over the games and I'll tell you what I think. Super Mario Brothers, brilliant, awesome. Legend of Zelda, awesome. Kirby's Adventure, good. I'd say it's good. Donkey Kong, brilliant. Super Mario Bros. 3, awesome. Now, in my opinion, Super Mario Bros. 3 is the best Super Mario Bros. Game today. You know, it's my favourite, you know. Pac-Man, awesome. Metroid, awesome. Mega Man 2, awesome. Now, in my opinion, Mega Man 2 is the best Mega Man game. Final Fantasy, we're just never into it. I mean, Castlevania, awesome. Castlevania is the first sort of scary game with that I ever played, you know, that actually scared me, you know, because I went from Mario and Metroid did this with Dracula and Death and everything else. But it fucking had awesome music. So in Belmont whipping ass and whipping candles to get hearts, which was fucking funny, like, you know. Ninja Gaiden, hard as fuck, but it's an awesome game. You can jump off walls and stuff. Super ninja action, you know. Fucking Punch Out, fucking awesome, in my opinion. Super Mario Bros. 2, awesome. Galaga, brilliant. Balloon Fight, I don't remember what that was like. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Now that gets a lot of stick for not being as good as the first one. But Zelda 2 is a Switch-scrolling RPG, which is different. You know what I mean? We'll find no problem with the game. It is a bit hard though, you know. I have to say. Ghosts and Goblins, brilliant. Ice Climber, I have no idea about that one. Excite Bike, fucking awesome. Mario Brothers, like I said, awesome. Kid Icarus, I forget what that one's like, to be honest with you. Dr. Mario, it's a good game. It's sort of like Tetris or something like that. Donkey Kong Jr., awesome. Bubble Bobble, awesome. Gradius, awesome. A Konami game. Tecmo Bowl, I don't remember that one. Super C, I don't know what that is. I think that's Super Country. I don't know. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. Now, people say that's fucking shy. The angry video game nerd said it's shy. And that actually, it is fucking hard. I give it that. But it's not a terrible game, but it's not a fucking great one either. Star Tropics, I have no idea what that's like. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, fucking awesome. You know? Yeah, I mean, the NES Classic Mini is fucking well worth the money, in my opinion. This was cheaper than the Super Nintendo Classic Mini. And I got this in Dublin, in the CEX shop here. I got this for 150, and yeah, it's awesome in my opinion. So, I can't. If it came with 2 control pads, it'd be awesome. So I think that's the only fucking bad thing to say about it. You know, in my opinion, the games on here are awesome. Just simple as that. And this is the console that brought the gaming industry back to life. If it wasn't for this right now, the gaming industry today would be totally fucking different. You know what I mean? You know, the fucking Nintendo were pioneers and innovators, just like Atari were. You know, Atari started the whole thing off, and then they killed it, video games, and then fucking Nintendo brought it back to life better than ever before. So I can't deny that. Fucking Nintendo are awesome, still are awesome. But in my opinion, the NES and the Super Nintendo are way better than the fucking Nintendo Switch or the Wii or Wii U. Now, that's just my own personal opinion. The games that are on here are just fucking classic, and there's not as many games like there's not as many classics on the Switch right now. So look at that may change, but the way the games are coming out on the Switch is too fucking slow for me anyway. Just like the Wii U, like I'm waiting for games to come out, like, you know. Whereas with the NES and Super Nintendo, awesome games are coming out nearly all the fucking time. But because they had so much competition from the Sega Mega Drive and all. You know, so yeah, I mean, the NES Classic Mini is fucking awesome. Would recommend it as well. So that's my review of the Super Nintendo Classic Mini and the NES Classic Mini. If you love Nintendo, I'd highly recommend getting them. You know, I only hope fucking Nintendo have restocked the shops with enough, because with the NES Classic Mini, same thing. They didn't give enough stock to the shops, so I don't know why they did that. You know, so yeah, I mean, go out and get it. I mean, if you like Nintendo stuff, you know. So that's the end of this. You know, like I said, I hope that now that's just my own opinion. The Switch, it's sitting there looking at me, and I haven't used it in 3 months. Like, I got the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Doom, and Super Mario Odyssey. There's nothing else on it that I want to play, like, you know, and that's a problem. I mean, there should be tons of games that I want to play, but I don't. There's not for me anyway. So I hope that fucking changes, you know. When I'm at it, I'm gonna show you my Switch. That sounds dirty or whatever, I don't know. Wait, I'm gonna show it to you. Wait. Yeah. Hold on. So, like I said, apart from Doom, Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's fuck all on it that's interesting me. You know, and that's a problem. It is for me. You know. So here's my Nintendo Switch. This is the first time I've held it in my hand in 3 months. Just to show you what it looks like. Everyone knows what it looks like. You know, I don't think mine has any fucking juice left in it. Oh, it does. That's amazing. I didn't think it would, but it has juice left in it. You know, but what I want are games. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's juice, 83%. You know, that's amazing. The battery lasts a long time. You know, so like, this fucking, like, Doom is awesome. Super Mario Kart 8 is good. Fatal Fury, Sonic Mania. You know, like, Super Mario Odyssey, Stickman 2. I don't know where I got that, like, you know. Because it's just bored, I guess. And Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You know, that's just my own opinion. Going to the eShop just to see if there's fucking anything on it. You know, the old eShop. System update is required. Okay. So, yeah, like, I'm gonna end this video now, and I'll talk to you all later. So, like, yeah, the fucking, like, sorry. Wait, so I'm gonna end the video on, if you're watching, I'm gonna show you the boxes. There's Super Mario Odyssey. Awesome game, in my opinion, 10 out of 10. You know, Doom, brilliant in my opinion, 10 out of 10 as well. And Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, deadly, you know. So you should get these games if you have a Switch or if you're thinking of getting one, you know. But apart from that, like Sonic Mania and all is good and stuff. You know. Okay. Just updating the Switch. Yeah, so it's good for on the go. You know, on a bus or a plane or anything like that. And it connects to the television. Even comes with the Joy-Con grips. So the Joy-Cons sit into it, you know. So yeah, I mean, you know, great stuff, you know. Yeah. Just gonna go to the Nintendo eShop to see if there's anything there, you know. Okay, let's have a look. Well, Flashback is there. That's interesting. €20. That was on the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo. Yeah. We give that a download, you know. Let's see. Ooh. Fortnite is on the Switch. I might download that. Ooh, playable for free. I wonder if there's any strings attached. Donkey Kong $6.99. I don't know, like, you know. Nothing else here. Pub Encounter. It sounds dodgy. Fucking Pub Encounter. Fucking Fortnite. Free download. I'm gonna download fucking Fortnite. You know, it's free. The fuck. Paladins. Whatever. Hollow Knight. Hexologic. Sky Electrics. That might be interesting. For $9.99. I don't know. Fallout Shelter. It's a free download. That's a fucking Bethesda game. You know. Like, there is stuff on here. I mean, interesting. I haven't seen any first person shooters except for Doom. Doom is the only first person shooter that I've seen. But Fortnite is a first person shooter, I think. I haven't played the game, so I don't know, like, you know. But I say it is. Shift Quantum. Sounds fucking daddy. Last game I played that had Quantum and it was Quantum Break, and that was fucking crap, that was. Quantum Break, you know, for the Xbox One. Really fucking bad. I wouldn't recommend getting that game. I mean, it's like a television show and a fucking game blended together. Fucking terrible. I wouldn't get Quantum Break. Because there's fucking, it's, after every chapter or mission, you have to sit through a fucking half-hour fucking part of the show, you know, and you can't, half a fucking hour with characters and shit you don't give a damn about, you know, and this happens like 4 or 5 times. Like, you finish a level, you finish a chapter, you have to sit down and watch this fucking shit for half an hour, you know what I mean? It's like it's the longest fucking cutscene I've ever seen in my life. A lot of fucking shit, like, you know, I wouldn't recommend it, you know. So I'm gonna end this video now. Like, there's nothing there apart from Fortnite, you know. I'm not saying anything else here working with fucking money, you know what I mean? But that's my own opinion. Grab the bottle. I don't think so. Would you grab the bottle? Well, if you do, well, you like that, you know. Flashback, €20. I don't know, like, you know. Yeah. Like, Flashback was a great game. There's a game called Another World, which was on the Mega Drive. I think the same people that made Flashback. Because it's similar sort of animation and side-scrolling movement and stuff, you know, which is awesome. La 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 la. Nothing else here. A magical high school girl. Don't fucking think so. €13. Shape of the World. Shaq Fu, a Legend Reborn. Fuck off. Are you fucking serious? For €20 fucking. Look. Can you see it? Shaq Fu, a Legend fucking Reborn. I don't believe that. Fuck's sake. Shaq Fu was one of the worst fucking beat-em-ups I ever played in my fucking life. And there's a fucking sequel, a Legend Reborn, a fucking legend. No way, like, €20 fucking. Shaq Fu was one of the worst beat-em-ups ever. It was fucking terrible, you know what I mean? And it's fucking, they call it a Legend Reborn. No thanks. No, I mean, Operation Hardcore, $8.29. I don't know, like, a lot of these are fucking Mickey Mouse, you know, fucking games. So apart from fucking Flashback and Fortnite is free. You might as well download that. It's fucking free. There's fucking nothing else here that's, in my opinion. Yesterday's Origins, €30 fucking. And again, like, the Switch only has fucking 32 gigabytes of onboard storage, so I'd probably have to fucking delete Sonic Mania or something just to fit another big fucking game on. Shift Quantum. Kitten Squad. Kitten Squad, right? This is fucking ridiculous. Fucking hell. Street Fighter 30th anniversary, €50. I don't know. I mean, that's fucking too much, in my opinion. Die for Valhalla? I don't know. Jurassic Pinball. I don't know. No, there's nothing here grabbing me, you know. Antomony, or whatever the fuck that is, you know. Jesus. I mean, there's too much Mickey Mouse shit. I want to see fucking good games. The Castlevania, or fucking Mega Man, or, you know, fucking, Jesus, fucking Killer Instinct, something, you know. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, $14.99, but that's just a collection, you know. I've played all them games, you know. I know I'm being picky here, but that's just my own opinion. Nothing here is Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, €60. I don't know. The Banner Saga, I don't know what the fuck that is. Fame Collection, the fuck this, there's just nothing here. Wizard of Legends, there's nothing here that's worth. I forget it. I'm gonna end the video. But like, sorry, but like, yeah, the NES Classic Mini, the Super Nintendo Classic Mini, fucking awesome. But the Switch, like, this is fucking nothing on it. Not at the moment, not for me anyway. So if you're watching, or if you want to subscribe or like or whatever, comment. Thanks very much for watching. If you are watching, and I'll see you all later. So take care and bye bye.